So first and foremost, my name is Travis Flaherty. I'd like to welcome you all here today. This is a very exciting day for us. This is a program that we've been working on for quite some time. And I believe that it creates a tremendous opportunity for each and every one of you that's here today to be able to be on the forefront of an exciting new program that Uforia is rolling out. You know, I have invited a very special guest to join us today, and Mr. Brett Hawes, who is a functional medicine practitioner. He's a clinical nutritionist. He's also on the Science Advisory Board for Uforia Sciences. I invited Brett to come here today to help us understand how we are turning your DNA into customized, state-of-the-art designer nutrition. And so without further ado, I would like to introduce my colleague and my good friend, Brett Hawes. Brett, how are you today?
Awesome. Thank you so much, Travis. I'm doing great and really excited about today's presentation, especially for those of you that have never really thought about what we're doing or heard about what we're doing. I think you're going to be really excited as we move through today's presentation. So I believe we have a video that we're going to kick off with, Travis.
That is correct.
Awesome. So let's fire that up and we'll move along.
Your DNA makes you unique. You have one genetic code, only one body. You don't need everybody's nutritional supplements. You can have your own. Cut your losses and move on. The days of blind nutrition are over. Your DNA knows exactly what you need, and Uforia delivers it. Welcome to your very own designer nutrition. We're all potentially susceptible to certain physical ailments based on variations in our genes passed down from our parents. These genetic variations are called SNPs, single nucleotide polymorphisms. We aren't able to eliminate SNPs from our DNA, but we can do something about them. We can take action to optimize our physical health. It begins with a simple DNA test. Swab the inside of your cheek and mail your sample to Uforia's state-of-the-art laboratory partner for analysis. Strict HIPAA guidelines are always followed, so your information remains confidential and secure. Based on your DNA results, a one-of-a-kind nutritional formula is created just for you. This is your very own Nutrition, designed from peer-reviewed plant-based ingredients plus vitamins and minerals. With so many high-quality ingredients and so many of us, every formula is truly unique. Each custom formula is one out of nearly 400 million possible combinations. And while your nutrition is being customized, you can immediately begin to make your health a habit. Every Uforia starter kit not only comes with a DNA test, it also includes a pre-nutrition formula. This is a mild and gentle cleanse. It also supports the body's preparation for the optimal Uforia experience. The pre-nutrition formula contains a robust combination of quality active ingredients, including AC11, frankincense, and astaxanthin. Pre-nutrition gives your body a fresh start. You'll be prepared when your customized nutrition arrives, which takes approximately 2 to 4 weeks delivered right to your door. You'll receive a 30-day supply of your customized formula, along with a detailed action plan that explains what you need to know about your SNPs. Staying on track to meet your nutritional needs for the rest of your life has never been easier. You can receive your customized designer nutrition delivered to your door every month, all for less than the cost of buying the nutritional ingredients separately. Finally, everyone's unique biology meets one-of-a-kind technology. Your DNA is talking, and Uforia gives your body a voice.
Awesome. So I think that, video really does a great job of encapsulating everything, and really, I'm going to go through each of those sections in a lot more detail. And I think a good point of reference for us to start with is the history of nutrition. If you wind the clock back, the last 8 decades, really, we sort of started with identifying what the vitamins and the minerals were, and basically coming up with multivitamins where everyone should get the same amount regardless of, weight, size, physical activity, and so on and so on. And the problem with that is that it works for some things and it doesn't work for others. And the reason why is, there's certain things that you can take that are potentially toxic if you take too much of them. We find that a lot of multivitamins are overdosing as well. And not just that, it's simply guessing. I mean, that's really it. So one formula for everyone. There is a lot of uncertainty. This has actually bred a lot of mistrust in the world of supplements. Very expensive because people are really, taking everything in the hopes of getting something. I'm sure many of you watching this have experienced this yourself personally, and I've definitely experienced this in practice where, we want to throw the kitchen sink at things and hopefully something works. Now, we did move on, in the last, I would say, 10, 20 years. We have moved on to more targeted nutrition. And of course, if you are a practitioner watching this, perhaps you are running nutrient panels, perhaps you're running very expensive testing to figure all of this out. But for most people out there, we are, as practitioners, we're trying to address health conditions, and we're still saying, take these 5 or 6 or 10 supplements. And as well as I do that oftentimes we're recommending formulations where there's certain things in there that we really want for our patients or clients, and there's other things that we know that don't necessarily need. And again, we're still in a sense guessing. And for me, about 10 years ago, I was standing up at the school that I was teaching at, and I said, one day we're going to get to a point where we're going to have nutrition based on our DNA. And so when I was first introduced to Uforia and started looking at this, I had to pinch myself and sort of go, is this for real? Like, is this, have we finally got to the point where we can reconcile so much data and come up with a customized, personalized formula? And next slide, please, Travis. And that is exactly what Uforia does. So this got me very excited, and I'm going to share some testimonials with you shortly, because what this does is, A, it eliminates the guesswork. B, which is really important, is it reduces the number of supplements that your clients and patients are taking. I've always had issues with compliance, especially when I first started practicing, and I'm sure many of you experienced this, where we're asking our clients and patients to follow certain diets, to exercise, to meditate, and then we're going to throw 13 supplements at them, take this on an empty stomach, do this in the morning, do that at night. And, sure, there's some people that really go after that, especially people who are really sick. But most people just want something that is super simple, that is streamlined. And we've heard from dozens of naturopathic doctors and health professionals in our circle that they have radically reduced the number of supplements, and their compliance rates have gone up because their patients now are seeing that this is a lot easier to sort of do, right? Next slide, please, Travis. So the way that the system works is very, very straightforward. What you see on the screen right now is what's called a U-Start kit. That U-Start kit contains a detox called Nutrition, right? So it's about 80% plant-based, about 20% vitamins and minerals. And it's very gentle, right? So 3 capsules in the morning, 3 capsules in the evening. And that kit also contains your DNA swabs. So you get the U-Start kit, register the U-Start kit in the cloud, send in the swabs. And when that swab gets to the lab, you'll see at the bottom there, I think we'll talk pricing in just a minute, so we'll come back to that. But once it gets to the lab, the 18 SNPs are then essentially processed through normal channels, so regular DNA testing, but we have proprietary and intellectual software that took 20 years to write. And this for me was a total game changer, because what I was finding, I've been running genetic tests for about 4 or 5 years in my clinic, and I actually stopped doing them because you run 45 SNPs or 100 SNPs. They've got tests now with 5,000 SNPs, and every single test that I would ever run, I was finding so much conflicting information in that report and no reconciliation of data. And that was leaving me frustrated, but it was really leaving my clients frustrated as well, because they were like, we don't know what to do. One SNP says take this, the next SNP says don't. So we have a lab that is HIPAA compliant, right? So CLIA certified. We are very, very particular about not sharing information. So I know that's a real hot topic these days. 23andMe recently signed a $300 million deal with a pharmaceutical company, and that's got a lot of people scared with regards to genomics. But you'll see on our consent form, I think it's bullet point 7 or 9, DNA is actually destroyed after 90 days and turned into a barcode that is only recognizable by Uforia software. So the software that we have essentially takes the 18 SNPs and pairs it with up to 100 plant-based ingredients, which I'll get to in just a second. And essentially what you get is you get a wellness action plan or report. This report, I think we got a video, Travis, is that right? I think I'll just let the video do the talking because it does a better job, and you'll get a glimpse into what this report really looks like.
If you could have seen my face, I swear I probably looked like that big-eyed emoji. It was so spot on, I almost cried. I was shocked.
It was simple to read, easy to understand, and no, I didn't need a doctor there to decipher the information that's in there.
It was like I want to say like the coordinates to my destination of health.
The secrets of our DNA are being revealed.
I have 7 green, 8 yellow, and 3 red.
I have 7 yellows.
1, 2, 3, 4, 8 yellows.
5 green.
I have 4 greens.
9 greens. 2 reds.
3 reds.
4 red.
I have 6 reds.
This is the future of my healthcare. This is my future of staying healthy.
Your Uforia Wellness Action Plan is a powerful resource for understanding the results of the Uforia DNA test. It's the foundation for creating your very own one-of-a-kind customized nutrition formula. 35 pages identify which genetic SNPs or single nucleotide polymorphisms you possess, along with a detailed explanation of how these SNPs potentially impact your health. You can never change your DNA. There are some genes you can take action on in modifying your diet, exercise, and overall lifestyle. Your own nutrition formula plays a key role in the action you're now able to take, and reading your genetic assessment and the wellness action plan is easy. The green result signifies that you don't have that particular SNP. The yellow result means you inherited that SNP from one parent. And the red result means you inherited that SNP from both your mother and your father. In addition, contained within every explanation of each SNP is a recommendation for nutrients that can assist you in counteracting the potential effects of your SNPs. These are the ingredients that you can benefit from that are included in your personalized nutrition formula.
It connected all of the dots for me.
Now that I'm getting the raw materials that I need for to address those things, I'm more excited than ever.
No more guessing, no more stressing, no more wondering, no more Googling, no more listening to every person telling me what I needed.
What we have in our hands right now is going to change the healthcare of our children and our grandchildren, and I'm grateful.
And now when people ask me why I'm taking my nutrition, I can easily say, because my body told me so.
Knowing your SNPs is the very first step to a lifetime of wellness. Your personalized nutrition paves the way. Welcome to Uforia.
All right, thank you. So the SNPs that we have chosen, and I think we're going to add another 4 later this year. But, you know, a lot of SNPs most SNPs, in fact, I mean, we estimate that there's 10 million SNPs, and most of those, 99%, don't really have any bearing on your health and wellness per se. So what we did was we took 18 SNPs that are sort of cover a lot of ground and that are actionable SNPs and that do have a bearing on health and wellness. And I don't want to labor over every single SNP here because you can see that for yourself. But the sort of key areas that we're focusing on are things like inflammation, oxidation and antioxidation, detoxification, cardiovascular health. So you'll see a lot there, blood pressure, cholesterol, and so on, vitamin D. And of course, the big one, we actually have 2 SNPs for MTHFR, okay, which is sort of the poster child for genomics. So we got 2 SNPs in there. And then we also have a couple of SNPs that sort of point towards the immune system and spill over into autoimmunity as well. So the idea behind this is to sort of cast a much wider net so that the effect of taking this customized formula is going to have a broader impact. Okay, I don't want to say too much, but we are talking about practitioner stuff coming down the line as well. And those of you tuning in will definitely be doing a presentation in the coming months. So the software, you know, that I mentioned earlier, in addition to generating that report, that 35-page PDF, the software actually talks to what this sort of custom-built machine here called the Nutritionator. And the Nutritionator actually has 23 arms on it with different types of ingredients and different blends. And essentially, the software tells the machine exactly what ingredients and how much to put them in. Here are some of the ingredients. We are approaching 100 plant-based ingredients. You'll see, I mean, there's just so many there. I'm not going to get into all of them. The big one, though, that most people don't know about is AC11. AC11 is a frankincense extract, and it has 8 patents on it and 40 peer-reviewed studies. So every single ingredient that we use is peer-reviewed and has shown to positively benefit whatever SNP it's targeted towards. Okay, so you essentially get a uber personalized formulation that comes out at the end, and it literally has your name on it. And there's only one formulation. We're approaching now 400 million possible combinations. So every single formula is unique and made specifically for you. Next slide, please, Travis. All right, so I do like to share some testimonials, and I would encourage you, if you're not part of our testimonials group, definitely get into the group. I think we're approaching around 3,000 people in that group, and the testimonials that are coming in are just astounding. Okay, you know, when people say, how's this going to help whatever disease, or how's this going to help X, I sort of like to frame it differently and say, look, you're talking about your genetics, which have such a broad impact. You know, take it and see what happens for you. Because for some people, if you have, you know, pain, for example, the pain's going to go away and you're going to feel different right then and there. But other things are only going to be able to be detected through lab work. And that's kind of what you see on the screen. This is Kevin's testimonial here. Recently had my blood work done, and I've had issues with uric acid levels. Okay, so he was having gout flare-ups. And you can see here, after doing the pre-nutrition detox and then getting onto his custom nutrition, the levels coming back to within a normal range. And of course, the gouty sort of arthritic pain as well subsiding. Next slide, please. Here is another testimonial here. And you can see Bev's testimonial. I started on pre-nutrition at the end of October and my personalized nutrition on November 20th. At first, I only noticed small changes, was more focused during the day, sleeping better, and some skin issues seemed to be smoother. But now her hair is growing back darker, right? No new silver. Skin is clearing up. Rough patches on the elbows are smoother. Skin tags are getting smaller. So a lot of skin issues here for this person, right? And sleeping so much better. And, you know, as health and wellness professionals, we all know that getting good quality sleep is such a cornerstone of good health. You can see that she's also lost a bit of weight as well, so down 17 pounds. And I want to be quite clear, you know, for us as health professionals, we have the unique advantage of also counseling our patients and clients on diet and lifestyle. But these people that you are seeing here on the testimonials, they didn't change anything else, right? These are just regular folks like you and me, and they simply started taking the formulation, and that's it. Next slide, please. Right, I love this testimonial. Such a powerful testimonial. On November 15th, I shared progress of pre-nutrition and then started after taking my DNA nutrition test. So some of you may not know that I have liver disease, among many other serious health issues. I had my fasted liver labs done on Monday morning and got the results back. ALT and AST results literally shocked me. So AST has dropped 9 points and ALT 27 points. This is the lowest they've been in 2 years. And her inflammatory markers were also down by 50%, right? So these are numbers that I could keep on going, but just for time's sake today, we're not going to get into that. What I will say is this: we're starting to get testimonials from people where their labs and have not been able to budge. Their specialists and physicians have, you know, no matter what they're doing, they just haven't been able to sort of break through that ceiling. And this is really changing people's lives, and it's super simple to do. So again, I encourage you to go into that testimonials group and see exactly what people are saying in there. I think that's it from my side. And I do want to sort of hand the mic back over to my colleague, Travis Flaherty. Travis is a top business consultant and a health professional expert, and he's going to walk you through the benefits of becoming a strategic Health Pro partner with Uforia.
Thank you so much, Brett. I appreciate the excellent, excellent explanation of just the product. I can say that my wife and I have been on the product now for 90 days and have had just a tremendous response since taking it. So highly recommend it. Today, what I'd like to do is I'd like to explore the benefits of becoming a strategic Health Pro partner with Uforia. The first and foremost is it offers our health professionals a unique selling proposition. You know, having a USP that is completely different or separates you from your competition, because no one else has this type of technology. So it's really going to differentiate you in the marketplace. It gives you an opportunity to be first to market, to offer DNA nutrition. First to market always wins. It allows you to be on the forefront or the cutting edge of where the supplement and the nutrition industry is going. I know this is a bold statement, and I don't say this arrogantly, but I do say it confidently. We believe that Uforia has the potential to become to the supplement and nutrition industry what Amazon has become to the retail industry as well. It also provides added value to your clients, because at the end of the day, as they start to feel better, as they start to have some of the results that we've seen here and talked about in some of these testimonials, they're going to associate that back to your care. So whether you're an MD, whether you're a dietitian, whether you're a personal trainer, at the end of the day, they're going to associate feeling better back to your overall care, which of course leads to more results. More results equals more referrals. And I'll give you an example of that. Let's say that one of your customers or clients ends up testing their DNA. They end up with that wellness report. That 35-page wellness report is an eye-opener. And most people want to go home and share it with others. They want to show mom and dad what's in that report. They want to show their brothers and their sisters and their spouses and maybe people at work what they just came back with. You know, December of this year, DNA, Give the Gift of DNA, it was the biggest Christmas gift of the season. DNA is such a relevant conversation. People are very interested in understanding not just their origin of where they're from, but really what's going on in their body. So ultimately, as they go out and start sharing that report with others, people are going to say, how do I get one of these? And they're going to come back and ultimately come back to you through a referral source. And then also it provides an additional revenue stream. And I'd like to go ahead and break that down a little bit further. So first and foremost, our health professionals get started with us. They purchase a 10-pack, so 10 of the Uforia DNA kits that we went through earlier for $1,199. By buying a 10-pack, it starts off by giving a 25% margin right on the front end, but we also understand that health professionals need to get to a certain level of margins. And so what we've done with this particular program is we've created a discounts and dividends program for our health professionals. And the way that it works is health professionals that get started with us are going to receive a $200 rebate immediately off of that $1,199. So they're going to get that rebate in the form of a check that comes back to them the following month after getting started. They're also going to receive 10 shares in our UFortune pool. Our UFortune pool is simply a bonus that awards our health professionals that are bringing new customers into the program. But we're going to allow and actually award 10 shares right up front to our new Health Pro professionals as part of this rollout special that we currently have right now. And after doing the math and going through it all, $1,199 for a 10-pack, a $200 rebate, plus the $150 that's going to come back through the UFortune pool, that puts your overall 10-pack at approximately $849 or $84.90 per kit. What that does is we have a suggested retail margin of $159 to $179 for our healthcare professional or health pros, which gives you approximately 100% markup. So it gets you to what you're accustomed to when it comes to the margins. And we have a number of chiropractors, for example, that have these kits that are sitting on their shelves, and some of them even have, you know, in the waiting room, they might have a television that has the one for you or the one report for you videos that we've played today on a loop or playing there. And they've integrated this into their overall onboarding process when customers are coming in the door, because they believe that not only is it about what's happening in the body, but what's happening internally. And this gives them a full picture. And so, of course, from there, a lot of those customers are leaving with a DNA kit. They're spending anywhere from $150 to $179. So it creates a fantastic retail opportunity. In fact, for every 10 kits that are being sold, you're creating $849 of profit. But here's the exciting thing. So what's going to happen from that point is your customer is going to take this DNA kit home with them. They're going to get started on their pretrition. They're going to do their swabs, and they're going to send those off to the lab. From there, they're going to get registered. And of course, now they're going to have their customized nutrition sent to them once a month. So you no longer have to worry about delivering or housing any type of product for that particular customer. The company is going to ship them their nutrition to their door once a month. And what's neat is you get a residual income off of every single order that's placed from that point forward. Now, this is a product that I enjoy because it creates, it's not a 30-day weight loss product. It's not a 90-day cleanse. It's a product that we call a lifetime of luxury. And I'll use myself as an example. So, my father has heart disease. He's had triple bypass surgery. So it was no secret to me that when I realized that I had a SNP that is associated with heart disease, you can bet that, number one, I'm excited about being on this product, knowing that a number of those ingredients are focused around heart health. But number two, this is a product that I'll take for the rest of my life. And so what's happening is a lot of our healthcare professionals are building an army of customers and creating a long-term residual income stream on the back end as well. And so it creates a win-win scenario across the board. Again, it's adding value to your clients, creating a great referral source, gives you a unique selling point, and of course, it creates an additional revenue stream for our health professionals as well. So we do have a group Brett mentioned on Facebook. If you'd like to learn more about the product and a lot of the science behind the product and see what people are saying, you can go to DNA Nutrition Testimonials. That is a group that's on Facebook. You can request to join. We'll approve you. All you have to do is just put who referred you there, and we'll approve your request. And then you'll be among all of the different testimonials so that you can learn more about the product. And at this point, what we would like to do is we would like to invite you to get back to the person that invited you here. If you have some questions, they'll be able to address those questions individually with you and help you understand whether or not the Health Pro Partnership Program is a good fit for you. And with that, I'd like to say thank you very much for those of you that attended our very first presentation today. We look forward to the opportunity of working with many of you in the near future. So with that, you guys have a fantastic day today.